Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Chart Mojo. In today's video, we will be looking at Nifty, Bank Nifty and some FNO counter for the upcoming week. So guys, if you look at Nifty, in the last week video, we were discussing about a slight positive bias on Nifty and we were expecting Nifty to be sideways to little bit on upside. We can see Nifty have taken an attempt on upside. I was expecting level near about 18,200 to 270 level it would touch, but Nifty have taken a pullback even before that. For the upcoming week, although it remained sideways to minor upside, but for the upcoming week, we will be looking Nifty trading in this range only. And if we want to mark this range now, this is the broader range near about 18,270. Okay, we can take this as 18,300, which will become very important level. And on the downside, we can see 17,600 and 17,500 level, which will definitely act as a broader range. Okay, this is the broader range for support and resistance for the upcoming week. If you carefully see, Nifty can again be trapped in 200 point range as well, just like Dow. I will show you the chart later on in this video. So if we see a smaller range, then definitely 17,700 and 18,100 will act as a support and resistance level. These level will then act as a support and resistance level. So in the upcoming week as well, we are looking Nifty as again more of a sideways kind of a scenario to minor upside, because we are looking at heavyweight counters such as Reliance, L&T, okay, TCS in IT. They are started to take the charge, so Nifty might give a slight positive upside as well. Okay, so sideways to upside bias on Nifty. On Bank Nifty chart, if we look at the current price action, we can see Bank Nifty has taken resistance exactly at the budget day high. Okay, now if you remember the Nifty chart, it was able to breach the budget day high, but it did close below budget day high on the Friday session, which means Bank Nifty is underperforming. And why Nifty was able to clear that level, that was due to Nifty IT. Again, as we were discussing in the last video, that there can be possible scenario of money being rotated from bank to IT counter. We can look at some of the IT counter which did work in the previous week. So next week, if Bank Nifty breaches 41,000 level, which was definitely acting as a support level, okay, then Bank Nifty can head toward 40k and 39.5k. Okay, these are the level which one could watch for if 41k is taken out on Bank Nifty. On upside, even after 42,000 is taken out, we further need to see Bank Nifty going above 42,300 level, which is above this resistance line. You can see there are many touch point on this resistance line. If this line is cleared out, then only people will act on a long side in Bank Nifty for a breakout trade. Then only people will expect that it might generate momentum for the upside. So if you want to conclude a view on Bank Nifty, it is right now of a minor negative side. Okay, we might see Bank Nifty going down a little bit furthermore, heading over the foreign market. But before going towards the foreign market, let us look at crude oil. And crude oil is again giving us a neutral kind of a signal, so nothing to take out from crude as of now. If you look at US Dow 30, or you can say US 30, uh, definitely this is a mess, and we can see a clear sideways market here. Okay, if we look at the current price action data from the past 20 to 25 trading session, it is definitely acting in a 1,000 point range. And there was an attempt of breakdown on Friday, if you look at this candle, but it did fail. I mean, on Friday, if it was able to close below the support level, okay, 33,500, if it was able to close below 33,500, then there could be chance that next week can go into the negative territory. But because it did manage to come up, we can now assume that we might remain into a sideways territory again on Dow, and 35,000 is the level we will watch for. Okay, uh, above this level, definitely we will see all the world market equities will rally. If I go to dollar index now, dollar index, look at this attempt of breakout, which we can say did fail, or not exactly failed. The breakout failure will happen at 102. Okay, right now it is at 103.78, but that breakout didn't mature, and because of which on Friday's session Dow was able to come up again. So there is a clear inverse relationship between US market and the dollar index. So if we see in the coming days dollar index move below 102 level, definitely it will act as a good and positive trigger for the equity market, which will help Dow to clear that mess, to clear that sideways range, and ultimately Nifty will also try to follow the US market. If we look over the FNO counters now, we have chosen 3 counters, and while going through the FNO chart, the positive bias which we were having in the last week, we have seen some counter going up from their support zone, but ultimately on Thursday or Friday, the momentum fizzle out in most of these counter, and for the upcoming week we have chosen 2 for a downside and 1 for a upside. Okay, so first counter is Astral. So if you look at the Astral chart, it is clearly stuck in a sideways scenario. Okay, 2150 and 19,000, or we can say 18,050 is a broad range for this counter for the upcoming days to come. If there is a breakdown below 1850, okay, one can look for an intraday setup as well for 1800, and if someone is looking for a positional setup, then one can look for 1600. Okay, these two level one could watch for. If stock slides below 1850, then this is a good short sign in this particular counter. If you look at AU Bank, now this is again a short side counter which one could look for in the upcoming week. This is a rising support line which I have drawn, and we can see 1, 2, 3, and this is the fourth touch point, okay, which is being respected on the rising support line. In the upcoming days, if the stock goes below 595 level, which is below the previous swing low level, this will act as a good signal for the other traders as well as a short signal, and we could see in intraday stock going till 580, and if someone wants to take a positional kind of a setup, then 560 will be the ultimate level to watch for in this particular counter. Now let us look at one upside counter. I was going through Berger Paint chart. The symmetry is not exactly as an inverse HNS here, but recent price action data suggests there are some properties of inverse HNS in Berger Paint, and 575 is very critical level in Berger Paint. Okay, 575 is taken out intraday, one could look for 590 as a level, okay, after 575. And if someone is looking for a positional kind of a trade or positional view, then 615 will be the level which one could wait for after 575 is taken out. So 2 for a downside kind of a setup, 1 for upside setup you could look for the upcoming week. This is it for the video. If you are liking our content, please hit the like button. If you're new to our channel and if you have discovered our channel recently, please hit the subscribe button so our video can come into your feed. And till then, take care. I will meet you next week. Have a good trading week.